I felt my breath hitch. They shielded him with their bodies, he said. They died screaming his name, even though they never knew it. The gallery behind us grew restless. Officers murmured, confused by the delay. Sakor ignored them. My son lived, he said. And he asked me why. That was the turning point. I could feel it, like the universe holding its breath. He said, Father, they chose death so I could live. Is this weakness? Sakor's eyes burned brighter. I had no answer. The execution timer chimed. 1 minute remaining. The vacuum shutters hissed louder. My heart pounded, not with fear, but with something sharper. Hope, twisted and dangerous. They call you chaotic, Sakor said. Emotion-driven. Illogical. He straightened, towering over me. But humans are something far more terrifying. He deactivated my restraints. Gasps rippled through the gallery. Weapons were raised. You are the species that chooses meaning over survival, he said. You bond across blood, planet, and logic itself. You turn empathy into a weapon. Alarms screamed. Sakor drew his blade. Not at me but at the officers. You taught my son shame, he roared. And you taught me truth. The chamber erupted into chaos. I stumbled free, grabbing a fallen sidearm. Explosions tore through the station as dormant human override codes activated. Fail-safes buried deep during the early alliances. The Dominion had never fully purged them. What are you doing? I shouted. Finishing your story, Sakor answered. We fought back to back, an old alien warrior and a linguist who had never wanted to kill. But humans had taught him something else too, that some lines are worth crossing. As we reached the escape hangar, Sakor faltered. A plasma bolt had burned through his chest. He collapsed, armor smoking. I knelt beside him, mirroring his first gesture. Go, he rasped. Tell them we were wrong. The hangar doors opened to the stars. Beyond them, dozens of ships decloaked, human designs, scarred but alive. Reinforcements. Survivors. Sakor smiled, a terrible, beautiful thing. Before I die, he said, gripping my arm, remember this. Humans are not conquerors. You are not destroyers. His eyes dimmed. You are the species that makes enemies remember why they once wanted to be better. The first thing the old alien did was kneel beside me, blade dripping with human blood, and whisper, Before you die, I'll tell you who humans really are. I was strapped to the execution dais of Karok Station, gravity dampeners pinning my limbs as the vacuum shutters slowly opened above. Through the transparent dome, I could see the corpse of Earth hanging in the distance. Cracked, burning, silent. They wanted me to watch it as I died. But the alien's voice trembled, and that was the first thing that didn't make sense. My name is Elias Trent. I was a xenolinguist, not a soldier. I survived the war by accident, by luck, by hiding behind words while braver people burned. Now I was the last human captive aboard the flagship of the Varelian Dominion, an empire that had wiped us out in 11 days. Or so they believed. The old warrior's name was Sakor. His armor was ancient, scarred beyond repair, ceremonial rather than practical. He was a legend among his kind, a species bred for logic, conquest, and emotional restraint. Varelians did not kneel. They did not whisper. And they certainly did not look at humans with something that resembled regret. You are calm, he said, observing me with luminous amber eyes. That surprises me. I don't have much left to lose, I answered, my voice hoarse. You took everything. He nodded slowly. So did we. And that is why I asked to perform this execution myself. Behind him, the observation gallery was full. Young Varelian officers, cold and triumphant, eager to witness the final punctuation mark at the end of humanity. They believed this was closure. But Sakor leaned closer, lowering his voice. They told us you were weak, he said. That humans were clever animals who screamed when cornered. Disposable. He paused. They were wrong. The memory hit me then. Our first contact, decades ago. Peaceful signals. Cultural exchanges. Smiling diplomats shaking clawed hands. Then the betrayal. The orbital bombardments. Cities erased before evacuation protocols could finish loading. I clenched my jaw, tasting blood. Sakor activated the hollow field between us. Images bloomed into existence. Battle footage from worlds I had never seen. Human Marines standing shoulder to shoulder with alien civilians. A single frigate ramming a Varelian dreadnought at point-blank range. Medics refusing extraction to keep wounded strangers alive. These records were classified, he said. Buried. I was ordered to forget them. What changed? I asked. My son, Succor replied. The word landed like a physical blow. Varelians reproduced through genetic forges. The concept of a son was outdated. Yet his voice fractured when he said it. He commanded the Third Suppression Fleet, Succor continued. He believed the doctrine. Total annihilation. No mercy. The image shifted. A battlefield littered with wreckage. Human soldiers forming a perimeter around a downed Varelian escape pod. Instead of firing, they dragged it to cover as artillery rained down. My son was inside, Succor whispered.